Alright, in problem 28, for the graph below, we want to determine the intervals along the x-axis on which the derivative is positive. Well, remember, the derivative is just the slope of the tangent line. So if you notice, anywhere along here the slopes are positive, along here the slopes are negative. Obviously the slopes are 0 at these points. Here positive, here negative, and still negative over there. So what we're looking for is the intervals for which the slopes are positive, and that's going to happen from 0 to 1 and from 2 to 3, and that's it. So in here, from 0 to 1 the slopes are positive, and from 2 to 3, at every point along there the tangent to the curve would be positive. And so we'll just say from 0 to 1 and from 2 to 3. Alright, so that does it for problem 28. We'll scroll down for problem 29. Alright, with problem 29, if f of x and g of x are these functions drawn here, when p of x is the product of f of x and g of x, q of x is the quotient of f of x over g of x, and c of x is the function composition f of g of x. So find f prime of 2. P prime of 2. Well, p prime of x, oh, that's right, p of x just above that. P of x is f of x times g of x. So p prime is product rule, 1 d2 plus 2 d1. Plug in p prime of 2, and we get f of 2, g prime of 2, plus g of 2, f prime of 2. Well, f of 2, the f function is the dark function here, so f of 2 is 2. G prime at 2. The g function at 2 has a slope of -1, so that would be -1. G of 2, on the other hand, is also 2. But the slope of f at, sorry, I got these all wrong here. I'm going to backtrack for a second. My apologies. That point is not correct there. At 2, when x is 2, that means when x is equal to 2. And here's g when x is equal to 2. So let's try this one more time. F of 2 is 4. G prime of 2 is still -1. G of 2 is 1. And f prime of 2 is +2. So we end up with -4 plus 2 is -2. Alright, we'll go on to the next one. Q of x is f of x over g of x. And so q prime of x is low d high minus high d low over low squared and so q prime of 2 will be g of 2 f prime of 2 minus f of 2 g prime of 2 all over g of 2 quantity squared. G of 2 is, we have that already, g of 2 is equal to 1. F prime of 2, we found that already, that's equal to 2. F of 2 is 4. G prime of 2 is negative 1. And g of 2 is 1 squared is just 1. So that gives us 2 plus 4 equals 6. And finally, c of x. C of x is f of g of x. So c prime of x is f prime, leave the inside alone, times the derivative of the inside. So c prime of 2 would be f prime of g of 2 times g prime of 2. G of 2 we know is 1. F prime of 1, g prime of 2. F prime at 1 is still 2. G prime at 2 is still negative 1, and so we get a value of negative 2 there. And so that does it for problem number 29. I'm going to go ahead and look at problem number, we'll come to problem number 30 in a separate video.